In this video, we're going to continue our series on inventory counting by walking through how to finalize an inventory count. As with many aspects, let's start off by logging into the Cloud Retailer back office and going to Tools and Inventory Counting. Once we have our list, let's find the inventory count we care about here. Again, reference number is key. This is the inventory count I've been working with. So I'm going to open that up or edit it, double click. All the same thing should lead you to the same place. And this is the part we set up before. The part we're interested in now, though, is the inventory count results. Now, the nomenclature here is a little bit offsetting, but this is what it means. The expected count at the top here is actually the number of unique products on this inventory count. Now, below you only see 1, but in the grid above you would actually see 5. The difference here is we do have a filter in place that's only showing a delta not equal to 0. So things where there is a difference between the expected value and the counted value. And in this case, we have a product here, Bud Light Keg. We counted 7 of them. We expected 0. And so I can drop this off and research, and now it's going to show me the whole shebang and bang. I can add filters and change how this looks as well. It doesn't actually change what the count is doing, simply how this little mini view of the report is looking. And so this is my whole list. I can see everything that I expected. In this particular location, I have 0 of everything. So of course my expected quantity is going to be 0. The system is going to be surprised that I have 7 kegs on hand, but I do have 7 Bud Light kegs on hand that we counted. So my delta in green, I am over 7 kegs. This summary at the top is considering the number of unique items and where they sit. So the expected number of unique items on the list, how many are filter matched, the number of unique items that are over, so the delta is positive, which in this case is the Bud Light Keg, and the number of items where the delta is negative, or they'll show up in red. In this case, I don't have any, so there is 0. So that's what those numbers mean at the top here. And then going through the list, again, the expected, the counted, the delta. Entry time is important. It comes down to when things were scanned, what the count was, when things were sold, etc. There's nothing you need to worry about that, but that's what that is. That is at the moment that those things were entered into the system, or in this case it's showing they were last entered into the system, but those are all the various fields of the report. If everything looks good here, if this is accurate and representative of what you actually have in stock, then we're okay to proceed. If it's not, if there's something that is out of whack, you can always go back in and adjust the inventory count by joining the inventory count and then either adding to or subtracting from the inventory count. It will accept negative values. But if everything is in line with what we expect, then it certainly doesn't hurt to save it one last time, just to make sure any changes we have are reflected. But then we're going to go to finalize inventory count. You are going to get a prompt. This is a one of those situations where we can't undo. We can undo it, but it does involve recounting everything. So we're going to prompt you to make sure that you're sure about proceeding. And if you are, go ahead and hit OK. It's going to pop up a secondary window where it's going to go through several processes that affect your costing and the quantity on hands. But when that's done, you will see a done box here, and we can hit OK. And it will update the user interface to show that this is finalized. This is no longer clickable. Most of the stuff is no longer editable, and it's pretty locked down at this point. Those changes are made now. The system is updated with those inventory counts and new costs, and we can kind of get a breakdown of everything by going to this counted inventory value report, and this breaks down what the basically the adjustments were. We are bringing in this case, $28 worth of product, representing the product that we adjusted in. So this is finalizing an inventory report and showing what those deltas look like at the end. Thank you.